See, as soon as YouTube tells me we are ready to go, when we are live. All right, so I do think we are live now. What's up, everybody? This is Robert Ortiz. Welcome to this edition of HeyROB, where today we just felt like shooting the shit. Normally, we're going to be doing Fridays at 4 p.m. That's Pacific Standard Time. That's West Coast in the U.S. That's 4 p.m. Fridays Pacific Standard Time. I'll usually be doing it every morning, where what we call the morning drive from 7:30 to about 8:30 with my friend Jordan. It won't be every day, but it'll be just about every weekday. So we'll talk about whatever the day's current events are and whatever we feel like. But for now, because I just felt like bringing him on so he could get a feel for this thing. A guy who knows me very well from life on the road. This is the Great Wall of Modesto, Josh Modesto, Josh Azevedo. Yeah, that's about it. I think that's all we got for him. Everyone welcome, Just Josh.
What's up, guys? I would like though for people to realize. I'd like people to realize though that I'm the brainchild that really got Robert focused into providing this content for you guys. So really, welcome to my show. Hey Rob is actual Hey Josh. But that's what happens when a brown guy likes to step over another brown guy.
Wow.
And take his ideas.
You're going to go hard and you're going to pull a race card right out the gate.
Right out the gate. Hey, if Angel Hernandez can say that he's not advancing because Joe Torre is racist and not because he's the worst umpire in all of baseball, I can pull the race card on this.
Okay, well, first of all, the Hey Rob show is, I'm going to try to stay away from it. I will touch on it as it requires from time to time, but I would prefer to stay away from it. I think we get enough of that type of shit, right? You know?
Totally do. That's why I had to get it out, like, first take, right out the gate, and then we're done with it for a while.
I understand. I agree with that. It's like if when you were first ever gonna date a girl, like, she should fart right away. That way it's just like, okay, cool, and she should yell at you for something, you know, and not be nice. That way, you already dealt with the bitchiness, you dealt with the gross shit, and if she's still cool enough to keep you around, then hey, whatever.
Is that not how all first dates go? Because I feel like most of my first dates was always just getting yelled at, bitches doing weird shit.
No.
And then them not calling me after I sat through all that shit.
I'll be honest, I haven't had a first date in 11 years, so I really couldn't tell you.
Exactly.
And my first date was like the freaking 100th time I hung out with my wife because we were friends before that. But anyway, so if the audio is a little bit off, I'll probably go back and re-upload this later with it when it's edited and stuff, because the audio is I'm working out and figuring out exactly what the delay is. So in case you guys
plus we'll have all the fancy graphics production behind it. So this is like in the raw, like we're breaking the cherry here. Like, we're just going to Pound Town. We're not sure what we're doing. Most like, you know, all horny teenagers not sure what they're doing.
Wow.
Just want to get it in, get it done, and we're going to see how it goes.
Wow, I don't know.
Eventually, it'll become a masterpiece.
This was a bad idea, man. Oh, this is a bad idea bringing you on, dude. But this is why I like the idea of doing this, though, is because again, like I said it a lot with Jordan, the first one, is I want to hear other people's sides of things. Like there are certain boundaries for me that I do not want to cross, because I need to make sure that my head is in check, and I need to make sure that my family's going to be kept safe, and that my family's not going to be, when I mean kept safe, I don't mean like from outside sources, I mean from within, from me. I need to make sure that I'm not putting myself in a position to jeopardize my own family and things like that. So that's why certain things I won't touch on, and you know, having certain types of guests on, I won't broach those type of things. So,
but that's what the rest of us degenerates are here for, if you really think about it.
Exactly. Now I know
I have no boundaries. I have no filter. I'm like Chelsea Handler.
See, but look,
better looking. and not blonde.
No. Okay. Not that she's good looking, but no. But here's the thing, though, is that you like this is why we're friends, though, and that's why I wanted to do Patreon, okay, and I'll say it for a while until it kind of really sinks in, is that I wanted to build a community with this thing. We can do just live on YouTube and put it out there, but I don't think people would really give it a fair chance. This way they're invested, and we can actually build a community and get them involved, so now they can call in and really be part of it, and then have their faces on camera, so that we can learn to have a trust with one another, because I can hear crazy shit like that from you, because I know where you're coming from, and I know what kinds of things you've dealt with in life, and how you arrive to the certain thought processes you have, and why you feel the way you do. And the same with me. You know that I'm not perfect. You know that I've fucked up a lot, and you know that I've also got a great heart, and that we'll try to do things like have conversations to better our lives, right? So,
well, that only took like 6 years to get out of you, though. The first few years I knew you, let me tell you, whole different story.
That's true.
Whole different story.
That's absolutely true. And again, as far as the technical aspects of this, just to explain again with some of the technical things, since you're on Skype, although my stream might be great, you're still going, you're driving.
Probably choppy. I mean, I am mobile right now too, as well, so people know. So I'm bouncing from cell tower to cell tower, because I'm out with the people, people of the soon-to-be not great state of California. Everything comes through. Sanctuary state. No, thank you. Anyway, back to the PG.
Anyway, so no, it's not about being PG. It's about there's certain things. We'll cross those bridges when we come to them, though. But yeah. So he's live, and so mine might sound good and be right on with my voice. It might be a little laggy. His might be really laggy. But as far as I know, your audio's coming in great. So yeah. But
that's all that really matters, is they need to hear my words. I have a dream that my words will speak to the masses.
Which, again, I'll show the fans. I gotta ask my friend how to do it, but I'm gonna download, or show them how to download, so that they can have audio, so that they could listen while they're driving if they can't stream it and stuff, and they're worried about using data and all that kind of stuff. So there's a way.
If you're worried about using data, go to Verizon Wireless, unlimited data, no drop calls.
Shit, dude, that is a lie, dude. No way.
It's not a lie.
Dude, I tried. They won't give me unlimited shit, dude.
Because they don't like you, dude. You're freaking they've heard of Rob the Legend.
I'm gonna use that, dude. This is bullshit. But anyways, man. So the main reason I wanted to bring you in is that this is something we'll do from time to time. I wanted to get your take on something. At first, I thought, let's get Josh on here to share a story, and I thought to myself, let's not share a story. Let's actually get your take, because this is going to be a big discussion I'm going to have with Craig and with Jordan on Friday, and that is Shawshank Redemption. Great movie, right? You seen it?
I mean, yeah. Who hasn't seen it?
Yeah. Have you seen Shawshank, Joshua?
Yeah.
Okay. So you've seen Shawshank. You know it's a great movie. You've definitely seen Lion King.
Yeah.
Okay. You had to choose one movie. What is the better movie? What's the best movie of all time? And why does Jordan think that The Lion King does not belong in that discussion? Is he out of his fucking mind, or does he have a point?
Well, things that people don't know about Jordan. One, he sucks at fantasy football. Two, he's a Broncos fan, which explains why he sucks at fantasy football. Three, he's just kind of nutso on like real life topics. Like, he just doesn't get life. So, I mean, Lion King has everything you could want in a movie. It has a compelling story. Mm-hmm. It's got a great soundtrack, and the cast is up there with any great film, whether animated or live action. Hell, I feel like it takes more out of an actor to do an animated movie than it does for him to do or her, him or her, to do a live action film, because they're only reliant upon their
Him or
voice.
her, or undecided.
What?
I mean, you specify him or her. What if they're undecided? I mean,
Well, okay, fine. Okay, so they're neutral.
I'm just
Fucking,
kidding. I'm just kidding. You know, it'll come.
There
up.
is that third thing now, actually, on something I signed up for. I think it was for
Non-disclosed.
Hulu. Yeah, there's like a middle one.
Nah.
There's a male, female.
Anyways, who cares? I'm sorry I interrupted your soliloquy. You were going good.
It's going so good, and you fucked it up. Like always, Robert likes to fuck my shit up. By the way, if you've ever like been to a show and seen Robert play drums and stuff, just know that painstaking things happened in the hours leading up to him walking on stage and playing that great show for you to actually get that show to happen. Just so you know, painstaking things have happened. Story.
I think you would probably describe the aftermath of the show as more like pain stinking, though, because of the.
Oh, dude, that fucking pork pie seat you used to have. Ugh. Ugh.
Yeah, that's why I stick to the leather ones now. That no cushion, but it's like it doesn't soak in the sweat and stuff. But anyways, but I mean, look, I gotta ask you though, because I love Shawshank Redemption. I think
Neither of those movies are in my top 10.
Really?
Yes.
Shawshank doesn't even reach my top 20, man. Not even top 30. I think it's overrated, dude. To be honest, it's good, but I don't even really get it. You know what I mean? Okay, I'll give it this, right? Is that you're dealing with a man in a really just fucked up situation where he should just give up, right? You know, and you know,
it would save taxpayers dollars, that's for sure.
You know, probably. But the thing is, like, so when you're dealing with that type of scenario, right? And you know, guys become institutionalized. That's the whole point, right? They're talking about how you get used to an environment and you're kind of stuck there forever. And one of the old men gets out, actually hangs himself because he didn't know how to live life as a normal civilian. You know, outside of the prison walls, he didn't even know what to do. He was just used to his life inside the prison walls, but he kind of that just became his life. He was comfortable in that sort of misery, you know, whereas when you have...
Speaking of which, that's another great film right there, actually, Misery.
Really?
If you haven't seen it, check it out.
Dude, I haven't seen that since I was about like 4 or 5, dude. The one where the writer, he's on the bed and then
Yes, James Caan.
Yeah. Oh man, was it a fan that was doing this, or was it?
Yeah, she was a super fan, which is totally related. I always expect one of you out there to go Misery.
Oh no, I already got her. I'm gonna bring her on in a minute. She's gonna be our first ever Skype caller, and that's Yoali. She's the first Skype caller I'm ever gonna bring on here, and I'm scared that might be her one day, but I don't think so. Well, she seems nice.
I think we've already know who a certain Misery.
There's a couple out there.
But there's one that was in particularly out there, which I won't name because she already knows who I'm talking about.
She'll probably watch this, dude. If she ever watches this, dude, it's all good. It is what it is, you know. But I was going through some stuff too, so it gets difficult. But anyways,
yeah, I had to deal with it.
Back to the topic at hand here. So, like that movie itself is it's great, man. Like you're dealing with a guy basically not giving up, and it took him fucking years, but he wasn't gonna give in. He was gonna he's digging little by little, digging. He found this kind of crazy master plan to get out of there, and it's actually based on a true story, believe it or not. Fucking Chapo pulled off something like that too recently, in recent years. But it's a great premise, and I think it's awesome. But The Lion King, man, every single aspect, top to bottom, is fucking phenomenal, dude. It still holds up. When you could watch a movie you saw as a child now and actually like it more. You weren't with us in England last year, but we watched it in the van, and because we were driving out to from London out to where the fuck where they do fucking the big festival. What the hell is it called? Download. Sorry, jeez, the best festival ever. We watched it in the van, ride, and dude, that freaking me and Craig were crying, bro. He shows me a picture of Cage. He's like, "This is my Simba, dude. I got it." He was like in tears, and I look at him like, "I know, man. I gotta go back to Pride Rock, and I gotta save this shit." And dude, he literally even texted me today. He's like, "Man, I gotta get my Pride Rock in order." Like, he's like, that's how we think of it. We think of like the idea that, you know, this kid felt something that he was so traumatized by. He felt guilt over the death of his father. He felt responsible for it. He didn't know that he was set up. But even if he was responsible fully, he was a child, you know, and he had to deal with this trauma. He ran away for years and stuff, but he comes back and he fucking takes back his fucking kingdom, dude. And and okay, Shawshank has that, but the execution of it is, come on, dude. The fucking cast, dude, all-star cast, the fucking songs. Are you kidding me? I still listen to those songs. You know what I got my daughters for their first Christmas? I got them the whole Lion King cast stuffed animals. That's what I got them for their first Christmas. You know, nice. And it's just like, I hope they keep those forever, and I can't wait to share that story with them, you know. Shawshank was like, it's cool, it was a good movie, you know, I liked it, great movie. But we're talking greatness, dude. We're talking about greatest of all time versus, you know, one of the greats. Do you agree, or what are you saying? What do you
Lion King falls into my top 25 for sure. My top 25 is weird because it does have some, like,
what the fuck? You better be saying the top 2 to 5, not top 25. Are you stupid?
Well, okay, so what some people don't realize is that actually they should realize, because I do get a lot of likes of this on my Instagram, is I am probably, with the exception of Jose, so out of the crew, out of the ETF, like DTF, we're the crew, we're the dudes, we get this shit going. There's only one other person in this crew that like is more Disney than I am, and that's our sound guy Jose, who like used to work for Pixar. So yeah. Duh, obviously fucking Disney. I go to Disneyland like once a month. I watch Disney movies like twice a week. Hell, I'll put on a marathon and fucking just sit there all day and watch Disney movies. So Disney movies, like, I'm an aficionado of. That's, you know, they take up a good portion of my top 25. I'm not saying it's my old top 25 is all Disney, but they take up a number of my top 25. So if anyone's ever, you know, really knows me, I have a thing for redheads, right?
Oh my,
whatever. The reason why,
oh my gosh,
the first movie I ever saw,
Joshua,
first movie I ever saw was Little Mermaid, and Little Mermaid is my top Disney movie, and everything falls below that.
All right, first of all, dude, I have no sympathy for a man who has a thing for fucking rangers, as they call them in Australia. That's insane. Okay. I guess to each their own. That's fine on that sense, dude. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder, and you're wearing dark shades. But you're insane, dude. Okay, yeah, and you know, I think we need to bring Jose on actually, because I can't handle this freaking insanity anymore. But before we bring on Jose right now, actually, I'm gonna go ahead and bring in our first ever Skype caller. She was the first one to sign up, and she's found some headphones, so I don't know if you guys could hear the thing. So I'm going to call her right now. I'm going to add her to the call. And this is
logically possible.
What's that? Uh-oh, let's see if this works. Uwali, are you on? I can't hear you. Uh-oh. Josh, can you say something?
I can say, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes.
Oh, we have...
Holy shit, I heard a random
Oh, yes, we have... You got your video? You got good service? You got reception?
Yes, I do.
Let's
Bakersfield, right?
Yep, you remember her.
Dude, I'm the fucking knowledge of everything, dude. You know I remember all that kind of shit.
Turn your video on. Can't see you.
Hold on.
You won't be able to see me, but I can see you. Cause I got to keep my thing off. So this is great. So now you're gonna give us an actual test run. What the fans can see right now is just me with the wonderful Joker. Oh wow.
Do you see me?
Yeah. So the way this Skype thing works is that it's gonna actually switch between which one of you two is talking. So I'm gonna bring her on right here. So Yoeli, Josh is still on camera now, but Yoeli, say hi to everyone. You're the first one on here.
Hi everyone. Hi Josh. Hi Rob.
Hello. So much cooler to look at than freaking Josh, dude. Cause holy crap, that beard's got to go. Okay, so you were
dude,
messaging.
the ladies love the beard. What are you talking about?
Certain kinds.
You don't count. You don't count because you're fucking a fan of Robert. Robert's on here right now, and Robert just said something bad about me. So you can agree with him?
No, that's not true. No. That's not true. She
that's how
okay on live streams. On live streams, she has been known to get mad at me for when I'm upset about certain Game of Thrones pile of garbage. She completely disagrees with that. But we're not talking about that right now. That's there's a time and place for that. Okay. Right now, can you please tell Joshua what you told me right before you came on about The Lion King?
You need help. You straight up do.
You need help, dude. You need help. So, The Lion King or Shawshank, honestly, or in general. So, does Lion King not belong in like the top 5, top 10 discussion?
For me, it might be top 10. But yes, it's a great movie. It's an underrated movie. It's a good movie. How is
it underrated when it sold like millions of shit and like spawned it spawned a freaking play on Broadway and it spawned like a couple direct-to-video sequels. Like that does not make something underrated when it's clearly been rated as such as it should be.
It is, but it's rated as a kids movie. Like it's not underrated when it comes to thinking of kids movies. But the way Robert explained it earlier, it goes a lot deeper than that. And a lot of people don't see that other side of the movie. They just see it as a kids movie that you've seen hundreds of times. You play it in the background, and that's it.
This is and right here. This is why I wanted to do this, because I would have never even thought to say that. Because you know why? I asked my mother-in-law, and when Jordan arrived at work, he asked his coworker who sits next to him yesterday, and he goes, "Dude, what do you think, man? Shawshank or Lion King?" And the guy goes, well, those are two different categories. You're talking about like a cartoon movie and like a serious movie. And I'm like, what? You're insane. How are you not considering them both as serious movies? Yeah, so in that aspect, I completely agree. It is underrated because it should not be viewed as simply a kids movie. It should be viewed as an all-time great movie. You fucking blew my mind, and that's why I started this fucking podcast, dude. And Josh, you're a piece of shit. You just got destroyed.
Hold up. Hold up. First off, podcast is my idea. You started it by again walking over me.
So okay, if this is your idea, you're telling me you started this just to have your ass kicked live on freaking the internet?
My ass is not kicked though, because when it comes down to it, and what people don't realize is that the Renaissance era Disney movies. So we're talking like 1949, 1950.
Here we go with your hipster
through
bullshit.
Like 96, 97, right? Yeah, that's the Renaissance era Disney movies. Look it up. I know my Disney.
Before they were popular?
Josh, you weren't even fucking alive.
For most of it, yes, that's correct, okay?
Most of it, any of it, you weren't even alive. You don't know what the fuck The Lion King was the pinnacle.
listen. You gotta listen.
All right, I'll listen.
Those Disney movies were based on previous stories. Lion King, I haven't really looked into what it was based on, or if it is an original story and a thought process. But Little Mermaid
It was based
on
on
a previous classic work. Beauty and the Beast, same thing. Snow White, all of these things. Disney sourced their material from stories that were already told, like Brothers Grimm stories, that kind of shit. And Disney knows that under everything else, there's a bigger story to it. Yes, they dress it up as a kid movie because that's what's going to sell them money. That's what's going to sell toys. That's what's going to sell posters. It's going to sell stuffed dolls.
Okay, you're broaching on. My God!
If you sit and watch, just listen. If you sit and watch these Disney movies, there is in every single one of them a deeper, bigger story that adults can get into and relate to.
I turned my camera on so you guys could see me. So what?
Let's look at. Let me give you an example. Let's take the movie, a Goofy movie, right? Everyone thinks of it. Oh, it's just Goofy, like a road trip, great music, blah blah. Right? That's what people think on the surface. What it really is two different generations, a father and a son, finding common ground that both of them can relate to each other on, which is in every single one of our lives, one of the biggest things we deal with is trying to relate to the generation before us, which is our parents, and vice versa, them trying to relate to us and see that we're not all totally different because they've been through what we've been through, but they don't remember that anymore without having to go back and think of that as
and you're right, and that's why also this is why also not just Lion King, but what's that other movie? Fucking what was I gonna say? Fuck it, I forgot because I was just completely, my mind is just gone based on your complete just insanity. Quite frankly, the audacity, the unmitigated gall to just completely come here and say these blasphemous things about the Lion King. So you're
never said
basically what you just said. Okay, but I'm gonna spin it because that's I can do that. What you're saying is the only reason the Lion King is good.
Fake news. Okay.
No.
Robert's leaning to the left today.
Wait, hold on.
We're gonna go there?
Not yet. We're still talking about the fucking Lion King. Okay, first of all, it came out that the news actually was fake after all. Who knew? But it actually was fake. But anyways, so what you're saying, Joshua, is that the Lion King, you're actually denigrating it. You're saying the Lion King is nothing more than a Shakespearean ripoff, but it's relatable for adults, but they could just rip off anything and then just make a sing-along for kids. Well, you're right, actually. You're right.
Well, yeah. If you want to get down to, like, the simplicity. Yeah, okay.
Okay, but listen to this. Ever since the fucking Beatles, everyone is the Beatles. That they created that pop format, verse chorus. You tell a story in the verses, you give them the moral of the story in the hook, and that's what you do. A guitar solo somewhere in the middle. And everyone since then has been doing that. Okay.
Elvis was doing that before.
Elvis was not doing that before. Are you fucking kidding me? First of all, Elvis didn't even write songs.
Speaking of which, I want to sell this.
You hear this? Hold on, you hear what I deal with on a day-to-day basis when I'm on the road? And I don't know how to do it. They wonder why I'm going bald. Are you fucking kidding me? But anyways, let me finish my point, and then we'll go to the third party on this, Josh, because now we got her here. So I have a freaking. It's based on Hamlet. Okay, that story is phenomenal. Okay, it's a Shakespearean play. Shakespeare is otherworldly gnarly. So the story, pop format, is awesome. It's already done. Now the execution is amazing, dude. Jonathan Taylor Thomas, dude, insane. It's insane. You know? So I don't even know what you guys are talking about over here, right? Like is this guy crazy? Top 25? You have it in your top 10 though, right, Uali?
Top 10 for sure.
For sure, without question. So, all right, well then, all right, because you're a Game of Thrones weirdo. What's in your freaking in the rest of your top 10? Let's get there so we could even see if your opinion is suspect. Because if you have some shit taste in movies,
Game of
then
Thrones.
that means I'm wrong.
I can't hear you.
Matter?
Can you hear me? Are you still there?
I can hear you.
Well, I know Joshua hears me. I think we lost her. Well,
we got our first drop call.
Oh,
we are a real.
No, wait, she's there.
She's
there.
Oh, she's there. There, you're online too.
I heard nothing though.
You heard nothing. Okay. So we're gonna. Here's. I'll repeat what I said then. Give me your relative top 5, top 10, so we even know if your opinion is valid.
By the way, real quick, I know you shouted out Jonathan Taylor Thomas, but we also need to give a shout out to Matthew Broderick as
Absolutely.
And we need to give a shout out to Jason Weaver as the singing voice of Simba, which means Jason Weaver's not only been the singing voice of a great Disney character, but he also played the singing voice of young Michael Jackson in the Michael Jackson American Dream movie.
Joshua.
Sorry, I had to.
All right. First of all, okay, yes, you're right. Let's give them a shout out. Those are the unsung heroes of singing in these movies. But you're a fucking hipster for knowing that, and fuck you. No one knows that, dude. That was a baby Simba, okay? That's all you need to know. So anyways, let's hear your top 5, top 10, so I even know. Maybe I am crazy because you agree with me, and you're go. Just
okay.
Give me your at least top 5.
Number 1, Pursuit of Happiness.
Excellent.
To me, number 1.
Excellent.
Number 2, Ip Man. Please tell me you've seen it.
Which one?
Ip Man. It's a Japanese movie about martial arts, and it is.
What the hell am I gonna watch a Japanese movie?
And you called me the hipster.
You will watch it, and it's amazing.
Okay.
There's no better fighting scenes.
Okay.
Better than Bruce Lee.
Whoa.
It's better.
Whoa.
The guy that trained Bruce Lee is Ip Man. It's the story of the guy that trained Bruce Lee.
And I thought Josh was a hipster. Jesus.
I was gonna say.
All right, that's dope though. I like that. That's kind of
okay.
gnarly.
So you like that when she's all hipster?
No, because this is probably an anomaly. This is probably like the one thing that she knows that's like a random thing that no one else really knows about. You do that with everything. Well, did you know that actually the drummer of Def Leppard, he used a half this snare drum with this microphone and this fucking thing, and he actually did drugs on his way to the studio, but not in the studio. Like, who knows that?
All you gotta do is watch the movie and you'll know that.
Okay, I'll give it a try. Keep going. Pursuit of Happiness, you're off to a good start. Some weird Japanese shit. I'll give it a try, but keep going.
It's good. 3, yeah, I'm probably gonna get hate for this, but I'm really loving the new Wonder Woman movie.
I'll see right there. There we go. There, her whole opinion just went down the toilet.
I haven't seen it.
Good.
And you know why her opinion doesn't go down the drain? Because a comic book movie is in my top 2. Okay?
Yeah.
And
I know
as far as I know, Wonder Woman has gotten great reviews across the board from critics and fans alike. Yeah. So, with that said, continue on.
The Curious Case of Benjamin Button.
See, she even says it with the accent, Button.
That's just her accent.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's a great movie too. So far you haven't mentioned Tom Hanks once, so you're falling off really quickly.
Well, but Tom Hanks, probably Bridge of Spies. I think that's the last one that he was on that I love.
We're talking top 5 all time, though. Let's stick to. We're talking.
Fire going on, by the way.
Josh is on fire over there. Okay, we'll keep going. What else? Give us 2 more.
Okay, I have to say this because I have a Harry Potter tattoo. So.
Out. You're done. You're done.
Next caller.
It's over. It's over.
Harry Potter movie, but also The Dark Knight.
Well, of course, you're talking about the greatest movie of all time, right there.
I do love that Joker.
The best Joker, right?
He was the best Joker. Now, I do love Jared Leto too, though. I did like what he did, but it was not as good, but it was good.
Love, okay. It was adequate. Love, I don't know.
I may be biased because I love the band that he is on.
I love 36 of Mars as well.
Me too, so biased.
They haven't
but
had a good record since
Here we
the
go.
one with Attack.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
All their records are great, dude. This is what I'm talking about. This
The one
guy's
with the lion
insane.
wasn't that good. Lion head on it or whatever. That one's not that
It was
good.
great. But
there's
okay, so listen. With the Harry Potter thing, I've been recently informed that I'm pretty ignorant to the whole franchise because I seen one part of it, but apparently I need to see them all, which to me means that's a bad movie. If I need if I need to see another movie to make this movie good, get out of here. You're done. But
no wonder you hate Game of Thrones.
Oh, no, but I've seen every Game of Thrones. I've seen every episode.
Oh.
Every episode. And it's just I don't get it. I'll be honest.
Then maybe you need help too.
Whoa, this is my show. I don't need shit. This is my show. I probably do because I think we're losing everybody. We're losing everybody. We still got Josh. No, she's there. She's there. All right. Well, Yoali, I'm gonna let you go. And me and Josh are gonna finish up here because before he loses his mind, before I lose my mind dealing with both of you guys' craziness. But here before you leave, I'll bring you back on. There she is, Yoali. But thank you for being our first guest and everything, and for always supporting and all that. Don't forget to go tell everyone else how awesome this was, so that they could join. I know. So
this was
hey, you know what, Robert? You know what, Robert?
Yeah.
For her being your-ish, whatever, since you ripped off my show, first guest. And she seems to like some Disney stuff, it seems, apparently. I'll make, because if you ever go to Disneyland, you know what's the thing you do when you go to Disneyland. You get a button. First Dole Whip of the day. First trip. Hey, we're on our anniversary. We just got married. I will actually make her a special, you're the first call-in guest on the HeyROB show.
There you go. Another free prize, dude.
Yeah, that's awesome. You guys are
I just
awesome.
gotta learn how to make those. So that might be a segment in itself, me learning arts and crafts.
There you go. But he'll. Hey, Josh delivers though. When he says something, when Josh says he's gonna do something, he'll get to it eventually. When I say, hey Josh, my snare mic's broken, dude. Come fucking change out the mic. It'll get changed out. I mean, the show will probably be over by then, but it will get changed.
It gets changed out.
You know, but anyways, thanks for coming on again. Go ahead, share with everyone. Tell them how awesome this is. I know there's a few of the English fans. You know, we're just getting started. I'm new to this. I'm hoping to learn really quickly on what the best way to do this is. But it wasn't that bad. You were probably a little nervous at first. You've met me and stuff. We talk all the time now on social media, but you know, it's a little different when it's call in and you're on the spot and you feel like it's live. There's something that makes you nervous, but it wasn't that bad once you start talking.
Hey, is that your excuse then when you play shows then, Robert? You're nervous?
Yeah, I still get nervous every day.
Yeah,
so,
call it that.
But you know, thanks for calling. I know there's a couple of English fans that, you know, eventually the time will work out. That's why I wanted to set a schedule so they have a better idea of when I'm going to be doing this. So, all right, Yoali, thank you very much.
Okay, bye guys.
Later. Keep listening. Peace.
I will.
She is out. Unfortunately, we still got you, Joshua. You are now the Joker.
Hey. Unfortunately, is correct. Actually, that statement is actually a very correct statement, and kind of sums up like your career and kind of my career. Is unfortunate we still got each other.
We're still
like,
which I actually want to do a whole episode dedicated just to you know, that whole aspect. I did one the other day about talking about quitting and stuff, but I actually want to have a sit down, and it would be cool to talk about that with you, because you of all people know how insanely difficult it is, because we've put you through the ringer, and you know that we try, but it's some the band's cursed, man, where it's like there's some always in the way or some weird thing, and we make choices and we think it's going to be the best one, and it doesn't work out and things like that, but somehow we stick it through, man. And that's where, you know, that's why we're still here. And unfortunately, I'm still stuck with your ass, and you're still stuck with mine, you know. But yeah.
Bad
So,
song.
wow, I've never heard it. So yeah, man. But I think we're good with that for today. We'll wrap that up, and you know, we'll enjoy another talk. Thanks for taking your time driving and everything. And what should I say? I got to do. I got to create. No, I gotta create a script, right? So I say, hey, do this, this, and this. Follow back, like, comment, and you can subscribe to my YouTube that broadcasts these things. All these things are not viewable on YouTube. Like, you have to come here to do it. It's unlisted, but you can. I mean, when you click on it, I guess you could watch it on YouTube. But you can subscribe to it, which it doesn't have a URL yet, but it does send you the link to it. And you subscribe there, and periodically I'll put up teasers, and I'll put up I might do a couple free things here and there, but for the most part I really want the fans to get involved, dude. I want them to be like this, so we could be able to talk and shoot the shit just like we did with her. That was awesome. So
yeah,
you know,
I thought that went pretty well. I mean, obviously we need to probably get a little more bandwidth behind some of these things when we go like remote or live type shit to be able to handle everybody on there. But it's not a bad first call. We should do one of these. I know you're in your place, in the hidden place in Vegas, right?
Yeah.
We need to do one of these like live from the strip in Vegas.
That would be great. Could you imagine? And just have people walking by?
Yeah.
I mean, I could even broadcast from my phone. That's the thing. But I mean, I do want the whole setup with the mics, but I can use my phone as I could tether it and broadcast, or connect to Wi-Fi somewhere.
You know what? There's actually I think I've seen this device that you can actually like record music into your iPhone, right? It's like a little adapter thing that basically is a mixer type thing.
Yeah.
That you can actually record straight directly into your phone through whatever.
These are all great ideas. So, you know, if the fans stick it out through this, and I hope they just give it a chance, you know, and really see where we go with it. But what I want to do is I want to have like, I want this to be, again, a community. So where if you have a suggestion, tell me what you want to see. Tell me what you want to hear. If you like more of the production videos, we'll do that. I'm going to do this just because I enjoy it. But how can I improve this? Okay, the technical aspects, the lagging, the thing, we're going to get better at that. But all the other stuff, like what do you want to see as far as like what kind of debates, what kind of conversations? Do you want to hear more about the bands? Do you want what kind of guests you want to bring on? I actually locked in. Hold on, because I'm drawing a blank. But you could see, you know him for sure. I was a huge fan. Oh yeah, Scotty Riggs. Do you know who Scotty Riggs is?
Scotty Riggs. Why does that name sound familiar?
Cause you're a fucking wrestling fan. ECW.
Oh.
Motherfucker. Scotty Riggs. He was tag team partners with Buff Bagwell.
Yes.
And he was, but he got betrayed, and he Buff Bagwell went to the NWO. He was in ECW. He also he was in the Ravens flock and all that stuff. So he was big in that era of the late 90s and stuff. And that was when I was watching wrestling as a kid. So I'm gonna have him on next week. I'm gonna do a whole wrestling show. I'm gonna get Bobby Lashley, who unfortunately he just lost his championship on.
But he has got a rematch with the former Alberto Del Rio, now going by like Patron or something, on GFW, I guess is what it's called now. I'm not particularly a fan of the LOL TNA side of wrestling. It's like kind of WWF light to me, but there's still some great wrestlers doing some good things there, like Bobby Lashley, who is also fights in Bellator as well.
Yeah.
And
so that's why we're going to be talking with him as well, and I'm hoping to be able to. Yes, that's right. He's part of the Future Legend family. I'm wearing a Future Legend shirt myself. When we bring him on, it's actually going to be really awesome to be able to talk with him, and we'll both actually be able to explain why we got involved with Future Legend, because it's more than just wearing some shirts and stuff. There's a whole like idea and a movement behind what the creator is trying to do. So maybe we'll talk about that a little bit, but I'm hoping to bring him on, maybe Eddie Edwards and stuff, and we'll have a whole wrestling segment just to talk about that, because I know you as well as me, I'm a fucking wrestling fan, so you can actually help me out and you could talk about that stuff, because I don't have a chance to follow it all the time, so wherever I lag you can help me out. So any suggestions, whatever we can do, if you want to see more of this or that type of subject, whatever the case may be, just let me know, and let's do it, because this is why we're doing this. Is for the close fans, for the real motherfuckers, like the tight-knit group, the ones that fucking obsess the way I do about all this shit, So, but anyways, with that, dude, I'm out. Josh, it was great talking with you. Thanks you, Ali, for being our first ever Skype caller. Hold Josh to that. He's gonna give you a freaking button or whatever. So Josh, you want to give him your socials and all that?
You've seen me, you know me, just Josh, but not the black one. There's like a black dude that's trying to steal on my thunder.
It's underscore just Josh on Instagram.
Yeah, and he kind of like did a double underscore or some shit, and I always get some weird like world star hip-hop people hitting me up on my socials because of it. So it's just single underscore just Josh, and that's all my socials. You can find me if you're in the California area anywhere. You'll see me around, and you'll see me around working for whoever the next big thing to come out is. So keep a lookout
for sure, and we'll have you back on all the time too. So with that, this has been HeyROB. We're gonna get better at this and stick around for the ride. I'm gonna have fun. We're gonna be doing this for a long time to come. Nice talking with you guys. Peace. Lion King, the GOAT.